Insecurity remains a major factor to undermine socio-economic development in the country. Limitations like scarce data and statistics, lack of national capacity to carry data collection and analysis, lack of means of information sharing among the various stakeholders remains to be a problem for problem-solving and sustainable development in the country. Somali Observatory of Conflict and Violence Prevention seeks to address these weaknesses by taking a scientific look at the phenomenon of crime, conflict and violence, those trends. Currently, the observatory has 3 programmatic areas to respond to this crisis we have described, or rather 3 departments. The research department and analysis, the training department, and then the outreach and knowledge management. So under these 3 departments, each department is responsible to focus on a specific area and respond to a specific crisis in general. Research and analysis is the core function of the observatory and performs some of the activities that include collection of the primary data and information, production and dissemination of the analytical report, and also evidence-based programming and policy development that include district conflict and security assessment, for example. Currently, we are involved in research across the country at the district level. The name or the title of the assessment is called District Conflict and Security Assessment, and basically we are looking at various indicators that deals with security, governance, and justice providers across the district level. Also looking at the level of security and conflict at the district level. The aim and the objectives of this short assessment is to come up with the current trend of all these indicators and also support the local district councils to integrate this information into their annual work plan. Also, it's aimed to feed the early warning system that's about to be established in the country, and also support the policymakers to have some information from the ground. So currently we have finalized almost 10 districts across Somalia, 4 in Puntland, that is Bosaso, Eil, Bandarbayle, and Eil. And in Somaliland, we finished district of Bur'o, Borama, Berbera, Odweyne, and Gabiley. And 16 districts of Mogadishu are currently ongoing. The way we carry out practically this district conflict and security assessment is that a team comprising 7 people, research coordinator, research analyst, and the note taker, and 4 enumerators normally go to the field. And when they go to the field, they basically meet district safety committees, which are volunteer people that works on ground at district level, support the authorities on ground, and they coordinate the activities with these groups on ground. So the method and the methodology we use is that we use 80 questionnaires from 80 households from the district, and that is a specific questions survey that gives a quantitative aspect of what is happening on the security level, what is happening at the justice level, what is happening at the governance level, and what is happening in the general trend of the conflict and violence of the district. Also, in a parallel, the group also conducts a focus group discussions with the various stakeholders at the district level, including youth representative from the women group, representative from traditional and religious leaders, and also representative from the business people at the district level. Then at the third layer of the data collection is also key informal interview, meeting with the key figures at the district level that includes the mayor of the district, the general prosecutor, including the police officer, also including 1 prominent religious leader at the district level and 1 prominent traditional leader. So this kind of different information fit together into the report, and at the end of the day we kind of mix the quantitative and qualitative data from the district and analyze it in that way. So that is what we have done so far in all the districts we have covered, and the findings of each section, whether it is security providers, justice providers, governance providers, are clearly indicated in a graph form. How the local community perceive these people, how do they see the justice system, how do they see the governance system, what is the relationship between the people and the councillors, whether they are elected in some party like Somaliland or nominated in some regions of Somalia like Puntland and South Central. What is the relationship between the local community as well as this elected or nominated governors who are otherwise supposed to be providing some services to the people? So far, our experience when it comes to the data collection and the data analysis is that we are a Somali-owned organization that is basically neutral between all the Somalis, political regions of the Somalia. So one of the challenges we face actually is to confuse the other regions like Puntland and South Central that we are really Somali institution, because they just see that Somalia is deeply divided in political area, and they just see an organization that's coming from Somaliland. So kind of getting the real support from the people, it has been challenged, particularly in the earlier days, and until we produce a report and we share with the government authorities, and then they get used to it for the observatory, and they understand the work is really important to them, and they really need to take the knowledge and the data, but not look where the organization is located physically. That it has been a challenge. The other challenge would have been the area that we are working in, which Somalis sometimes see it as sensitive information, that you are taking an information data that's to them sensitive, that's to do with security, that to do with crimes, that to do with different actors on ground. So that's also is another issue to convince that this is going to be more confidential, more institutionalized, not more used by individuals or politicians, whatever region they came from. So, but as a country that engulfed by a war that is deeply divided over decades, is acceptable. It's now they are just getting used to it for general institutions that work for for the support of the community and bringing about the issues on ground to the surface, to both local and international community, to see actually what is happening at the district level, which is currently the most vibrant and working structure in Somalia after the collapse of the national institutions and the national capacity. Currently what we have is the district level working actually. So how do you then report that reality, that what is happening at the district level, and bring about the national level as well as the international level? It has been a challenge at the beginning, but now after when we produce the report, disseminate the report, and even take back to the community and share with the findings of the report, then they become acceptable, and it seems that our work will be much easier than when we started in 2010.